fishing news is brought to you by Navionics, Okuma, Yozuri, Evinrude, Lamaglass, and the Star Island Yacht Club in Montauk, New York.
Hey, Toby Lapinski for the New England edition of the Fisherman Magazine with this week's web video fishing forecast for New England. Of course, I want to start off by wishing everyone out there a happy new year. I want to thank everyone who watches these videos every week. Of course, all of you who subscribe to the magazine as well as subscribe to our videos. We really do appreciate it. So a big thank you very much to all of you out there in YouTube land. All right, moving on. With this new year upon us, we have the January edition of the Fisherman Magazine shipping this week. I actually just checked in our delivery for our first show of the season, which I'm going to get to in just a moment. But among other items in the magazine, this is the annual Boat and Motor Buyer's Guide, which spotlights some 40 awesome boat manufacturers in the fishing boat market, of course. I was looking at the magazine recently, the digital version, of course, online, and I gotta say, there's some insane boats out there fishing wise. I know if I had an unlimited budget, I'd have quite the pile of boats lined up by now, but nonetheless, for you to check out, give it a look, thefisherman.com, as well as in print in the January edition of the Fisherman Magazine. Also in the January issue, we get the big announcement of the 2019 Dreamboat Fishing Challenge winner, Garrett Weir of Long Island. Now, for those of you who've been following along, if you recall, last year, Garrett was the runner-up in the 2018 Dreamboat Fishing Challenge. So, of course, he came back in 2019 fishing with a chip on his shoulder, and he took home the grand prize, 23-foot Steigercraft boat, fully loaded, tricked out. It is a sick boat, and Garrett, congratulations to you. That is an awesome boat. You did a great job, as well as all of the other participants, of course. So we've got the full story, the full breakdown on Garrett, as well as the other winners this year. Everyone, congratulations, all of you that won something. Available at thefisherman.com, along with a really cool video interview we did with Garrett when he took delivery of his boat at the Steigercraft plant on Long Island last week. And of course, it's also available in print in the January edition. Got some big news coming. You'll also see in there, following the article in print, announcement of the awesome new boat, which we've got as the grand prize for 2020. So be sure to check it out. I'm not going to ruin that surprise. Just give it a look. It is another sick boat. And to round out the January issue, we also got articles, of course, not just the buyer's guide and the announcement of the Dreamboat winner. We cover ice fishing, winter carp options from Dave Pickering. We got some kayak striper tactics to get you ready for the 2020 summer season. The first round of the annual plug building articles, which is a little different to start things off. We were talking internally and ran it by Dave Anderson, and he really liked the idea. It's sort of a buyer's guide of sorts, talking about metal lips and what they do to plugs. So sort of kick off both the buyers, the plug building series, as well as the plug buying season, with those shows coming up to help you out, let you know a little bit better as to what the lips do. And of course, we've also got the much anticipated follow-up story announcing the findings of the second tagged striper from the Northeast Tagged Striper Study. I'm not going to spoil the news here for you just yet, but let me say you're going to want to read about Freedom's absolutely incredible journey this summer. And of course, if you want to help fund more of these tags, because this is an ongoing study, we're going to be running it again this year. You go over to thefisherman.com, purchase your stickers for the 3R team, become a tag team member. Every sticker, $10, goes right back towards purchasing additional tags, because each of those tags that we put in the fish, they cost about $5,000 a piece, plus all the other incidentals. But just the tag itself is $5,000. So we're just working every way that we can. The more tags we have, the better off we're going to be. We've already got some commitments from some companies to purchase tags, but a lot of the viewers out there wanted to get in on it. So now is your opportunity. So check out thefisherman.com for details on that. Okay, one last housekeeping item this week, and it also relates to the new year, what I mentioned before. We got the beginning of the annual Fishing and Outdoor Show season, which kicks off for us here in New England, as always, with the CMT Hartford Bow Show. It's once again being held over at the Mohegan Sun Casino, just like it did last year. Great venue. Big show runs 4 days, January 16th to 19th. Now, you can find the Fisherman Magazine at booth number BR352. That's in the ballroom as you enter the main entrance. Walk down the hallway on the left, there's going to be a small little room, the second larger room before you enter the main area on the left, the ballroom. That's where the Fisherman Magazine will be located. I know it's a little confusing last year for all of us, myself included, as being the first time at the show. Some people had a little bit tough time finding us, but luckily you all did. So I've got a post on the website right now which shows the map, giant arrow pointing to right where we will be. We can't wait to see you. We got some really cool giveaways this year to go along with your subscriptions. I'll have those as well as more information and details on the show as we get a little bit closer. We still got about 2 weeks till that show, but doesn't hurt to get the word out now. And moving along into the fishing. Let's see, bottom fishing off of Block Island has been kind of mixed the last couple of weeks as I've been reporting. There's a good trip, then there's weather, they don't get out, then they get back out, and it's kind of so-so, then it comes back up. Well, Captain Greg, the Blackhawk, sailed on Monday. He reported it was much better than what he saw the last couple of outings. They had a bunch of cod, both keepers as well as throwbacks, a lot of action. Also got haddock, black sea bass, pollock, ling, bergals, or choggies, if you will, which I gotta say, if you get some of the larger ones, are awesome. If you like blackfish, you're gonna love these fish. So you really rounded out the coolers. Now keep in mind, the one thing on that black sea bass season shuts down with the new year. However, everything else pretty much is open from there forward, except for blackfish. But you're not running into too many of those out there right now. But the cod, ling, pollock, haddock, scup, all that is still on the table. Also heard from the Francis fleet. They sailed this week. Finding similar mixed results lately. Like I said, it's up, it's down. You just never know. But I mean, a beautiful day like today would be a great time to be out there fishing. Pool fish, they said, have been in that mid-teen range. But they also said they've been seeing a lot of mackerel. Now, mackerel on the grounds does two things. One, provides a good food source for the bigger cod if you're looking to jig or even just to hold the cod in there and when you're fishing on bait. And it also provides another opportunity for anglers to catch. Bring along some sabiki rigs. You can load up on mackerel, whether you're going to eat them, freeze them for bait, whatever the case may be. Another secondary awesome option. And then last up, little change of pace here. Got a report from down in Florida. Been getting some texts, some pictures from my dad. He's been rubbing in the nice weather he has while I'm back here all bundled up. He's down in Florida fishing in shorts and a t-shirt. Been sending me some pictures, some recent catches. He's down in Naples. Been picking away some different fish on the canals, largemouth bass, what I think are Mayan cichlids, as you can see right here. Now, if I got the ID wrong, I apologize. Just drop a note in the comments down below if you want to confirm or positively ID it, because these are not my specialty, this type of fish. Looked it up, thought I matched it up pretty good, but as far as positive ID goes, pretty sure we got this next one right. And he was able to check off another target species for him down in Florida. He landed a really nice snook just before the holiday, so congrats, Dad, on that catch. Hopefully when I head down there, I'll be coming down in February for a little work trip in that area. Hopefully I'll be able to knock off a couple species as well. But in the meantime, anyone that gets out and fishes, of course, whether it's locally here in New England or if you get a fishing vacation to warmer regions, shoot me an email at Lapinski@thefisherman.com. Send me the info, a couple of photos. I'd love to add you into the weekly reports, of course. And again, whether you're fishing local, that's cool, that helps us out, or if you're just going to rub it in for us that you're staying warm, catching some fish, that's a good thing too. I got no problem there. So, well, there you have it. There's a lot going on this week. Be sure to check out thefisherman.com for all the details. And for those heading out to fish this weekend, wishing you all tight lines.